A scheming woman wanted to kill her rich husband. She kept urging him to go diving in the river. The man couldn't resist her persuasion and jumped right into crocodile-infested waters. Lisa stared at the still river, thrilled inside, but suddenly the man popped up from behind the boat. Turns out he was just playing a prank. Lisa smiled on the outside, but murder was on her mind. When that plan failed, she asked him to show off with a high dive. The man gathered his courage and jumped. After a long while, he still hadn't surfaced. Lisa thought she'd finally succeeded. But before she could celebrate, she realized a serious problem. She didn't know how to drive the speedboat. She decided to call for help, but this place was so remote. There wasn't even cell service to get out alive. She had to try driving the speedboat herself, but the out-of-control boat was like a wild bull, so she quickly turned back and yanked out the key, but accidentally dropped it in the river. Although the speedboat stopped, a bigger problem soon appeared. She looked up and saw a waterfall, not far downstream. She had no choice. She grabbed her things and scrambled into the cabin, awaiting her fate. Luckily, the waterfall wasn't very high. She was washed ashore and barely survived. The first thing she did was check her phone disappointingly. There was still no signal here after a rough night. She was suddenly awakened by engine sounds. A speedboat was approaching from the distance. She screamed for help with all her might. Soon the boat that had disappeared returned after 2 days. She finally got a proper meal. But when the hunters learned she was alone, they immediately had evil intentions. Their eager henchmen dragged her into the woods and pulled out a knife to force her compliance. But just as he was about to go further, he felt a weakness from behind. At the critical moment, a woman came to her rescue. Her savior was Anna, the area's forest ranger. When she learned Lisa had encountered a criminal gang, she immediately got her out of there. Meanwhile, the half-dead henchman had informed his boss. The two groups started a life-or-death chase. But Forest Ranger Anna had superior skills and successfully lost the criminals. However, the criminals had lost a comrade. They would never let these two go. Although they'd temporarily escaped, Anna's speedboat had taken too many bullets. The engine was shot. They had to abandon ship, but walking out of the primeval forest was nearly impossible. After analyzing the situation, they decided to turn the tables on the criminals getting right to work. Anna set traps at dawn and gathered firewood. Meanwhile, Lisa wasn't worried at all. Even now, she was still dolling herself up. Anna quickly started a fire. The smoke indeed caught the criminals' attention, but when they reached the camp, nobody was there until one of them fell into a trap. The boss finally realized they'd been tricked. That's right, this was the Rangers' diversion tactic. The goal was to create a distraction and steal their speedboat. Anna was desperately pushing the boat while Lisa on board just sat there like an idiot, not even helping. On the other side, the criminals rushed back and saw the two women stealing their boat from afar. At the critical moment, Anna got shot in the thigh, but she still used her last bit of strength to successfully push the boat into the river. Limping, she called for help, but the terrified Lisa was paralyzed with fear and just kept hiding in the boat. This directly led to Anna's capture. She never expected Lisa to be such a selfish person.